Hello everybody. Today I'm back with Dr. Mario World and we just got a pretty huge update. But first here we're going to go through these new staff that I got, and there is Dr. Dolphin on my first try. Now these I actually opened before the new update came out, and the reason for that was because I knew we were only getting one new doctor, and I knew that I was going to be getting a bunch of coins from the versus mode, so I decided to go ahead and try to get these characters. Plus I didn't know that Nabbit would be taken out of, if Nabbit would be taken out, and they actually have everybody in right now, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I wanted to try and get both the characters I was missing, and I did get Dr. Dolphin, so we're one step closer to all the characters, and there's just a few more openings here. I had saved up a lot of characters and tickets for the new update, but like I said, I had a lot already, so I figured that I could do this real quick. But after this we'll be getting into the brand new update with actually a lot of new stuff, and also there is a data mine that has even more stuff that I will be making a video about probably after I get all these levels out. But here I'm just getting all my coins from doing so well in the versus mode. About 6, almost 7 openings, which will help me get a brand new doctor, and you'll see who that is in a second. We'll be showcasing Dr. Dolphin and that other one in the next videos after this. But let's just see here. The first one is a normal door, but I believe it's the second one where I get the new doctor, and maybe it's not, maybe it's a few after. Yeah, it might be this next one as I'm seeing showing up. Who do you think it is? Final guesses right here. And we got Dr. Baby Wario, of course. And just spoiler alert, I get like 3 more of him. And I'm halfway through the levels and he's already over level 2. And that's mostly because he's like 35% in the pulls right now. And maybe I should, now that I'm saying this, yeah, I should probably wait until his rate goes down, because I don't really want him anymore. I just need him once, really. So now that I'm saying this, I think we're going to save the rest of the coins to get this round and try and do some more openings once the event goes away, and try and get Dr. Nabbit again. Really the only character I have left. I'm really trying to get him so that I can do an updated animations video. But I might just reach out to some people on the Reddit and see if they will send me a video of Nabbit's animations. But anyways, as you can see here, they updated a lot of the interface. They show some of the recommended doctors, and they show all the like stage hazards, everything you need to clear. They give it all to you. Like I said, they give you all the stage hazards, so if you like before, it'd be a complete guess if you should bring in a character, but now you can take an educated guess. Of course, they don't say how many like blocks there are if you wanted to bring in Wendy or something, or how many coins there are. I guess it does say how many coins, but the thing about that though as well is like if there are a lot of blocks, it probably would recommend Wendy, so that would probably work out. But yeah, it said Bowser and Peach, and you can definitely see how Peach would help out with this one. The entire column there is the fire, and they do give me this free skill that I use, but it wasn't really necessary. But I definitely think that Fire Peach would be better. I don't know why they recommend regular Peach, but I use Wario. Again, now that I don't need to really recommend my own doctors because they do it for you, I'm just going to say that I always use Wario for the sake of the strategy that I use, and because he actually is like the best doctor. But anyways, this one is pretty straightforward. They introduced the new like fireball cannons, and basically you have to hit all of those, and then the slots in the middle open up, And basically I aim for whichever one has the electric box on the correct side, and just going down the rows, or down the columns I guess, on each side. And this one is pretty straightforward. The next set of levels, I used Dr. Dolphin, and I actually already recorded that video. Now his skill is to pop bubbles. There's not a single bubble in any of those levels, but one of them actually did help. So I'm interested to talk about that one. But I have not done anything with Dr. Baby Wario, and hopefully I get some levels with coins so I can accurately showcase him. But yeah, like I said, this level is pretty straightforward. You don't have to clear all the boxes, although they will probably get in your way, and most of them will be cleared anyways. But also they now indicate when levels are considered hard, and I assume they went back through all of the old levels and added that to those too, but I haven't looked or anything. But it's not even like every 5 levels, it's just whenever there is a hard level they do indicate that, which is a cool idea. And like even the space is red when it opens up, so you can kind of see beforehand that it is considered hard. And I'll be honest, they were harder, the ones that they indicate. I think the ones that are hard are more challenging than any of the ones that were in the previous world, in my opinion. And they're not even like that hard, but that's just saying how easy the previous world was. But finally here we get to talk about another level. That one was pretty straightforward. Now this one has some coins, so if you do have Dr. Baby Wario, it would be a good time to kind of try him out. And now I'm seeing it, I actually don't think he'd be all that helpful. And I actually don't know if he does anything with the pink coins since they're in the blocks. Like I said, I haven't tested them out or anything. But this one, you're going to want to hit the cannon in the middle. And then you want to hit all the electric boxes with the other cannons by just putting one in the middle of them. Make sure the electric box is on the correct side. And then all those electric boxes are gone and you don't have to worry about them anymore. And then the rest of the level is just hitting the viruses, and most of the middle column of blocks will be hit as you go. But towards the end, I believe I have to hit a few more on my own. But the rest of the level really is just hitting these, and the colored boxes get in your way quite a lot. And the floating viruses don't help all that much either. As you saw, that yellow one kind of covered up the blue one that I was going for. But I suggest kind of don't be stingy with some of your colors. If something is in your way, like all these red ones here, you might as well just bring some red ones over right away and get rid of them, instead of trying to be all fancy or trying to preserve your red capsules. Just use them right away. It'll make it a lot more easy. As you can see, I kind of go for a crazy approach here and start stacking a lot. I don't even have any blues to use either, so it kind of doesn't go anywhere for a little while. But yeah, I also want to make sure to get rid of this yellow one up top so I can hit all 3 of those viruses all at once. Then I'm finally able to bring some blues over to the other side. And then I also want to bring these reds back over and get some of these other boxes as well, so I can hit those final viruses that are in the middle of them. Again, they're super annoying when they're like that. And also the blues are almost useless to me after I clear this, which means that it would be useful for me to use the blues that I get on the middle blocks, since I'm still working on the red and yellow viruses. And also that red one was super annoying because there's a red one up top, so there's not really a good way to get to it. So I kind of worked my way towards the bottom. And then after this, I just had those 2 final blocks and that yellow one left over. And as you can see, I have plenty of capsules, and I basically already have 3 stars, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. I'm just looking to see which colors they're giving me that I can use, and I got pretty lucky with those blues. So yeah, I got 3 stars before I had even collected those extra points. And if you're using Wario, that's probably going to happen every single time with these stages. With Dr. Dolphin, or I guess I didn't say this, but I did have some trouble with a few levels, one in particular. But if I had used Wario, I doubt that I would have had any trouble. Like, most of the ones I had trouble with weren't even considered hard, which is how I know that it was just Dr. Dolphin that was holding me back. But we get 500 coins here, so we're gonna open up another, we're gonna do another poll for a character. Like I said, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to save all my coins until Wario's event is over, and then go back to try and get Nabbit. And the thing with, I said I was going to mention this, the characters, all of the characters are in it right now, but the ones that would be technically like out of rotation, they've just brought it down to a super small percent, so it's very, very unlikely that you will get them, but also not impossible, which I think they probably should have done from the start. But I really like that idea that some characters are going to be harder to get, but it's still not impossible to get. And it kind of sucked when a character, like if you only needed one more character and they got taken out of the rotation, that would really annoy me. And I don't think that ever happened to me or anything, but for those of you that did happen to, I could see how that'd be really annoying. Let's talk about this stage though. As you saw, I cleared out the coins first so that I could start working on this side. And it mostly is just following the path of coins, while also making sure not to leave any viruses behind. Like, I don't want to leave this huge 2 columns of capsules there, or of viruses, so I'm making sure to hit them as I go. I did kind of mess it up a little bit, but we're able to get them all down there. And then as soon as you can hit those red bombs, definitely go for that, however you can. I still need to get rid of these few things, but then I'm able to hit the red bombs once I bring in these blues. And then it hits all of these coins on the side here, basically opening up the rest of the level for you. And at this point, you're just going for the rest of the viruses. The coins really don't get in your way all that much, other than if you want to get in between 2 of the same colored viruses, then there are some quick strategies you can do. I tried to be like strategic with this, but it really doesn't go anywhere, so I kind of just waste some time thinking about cool moves I can do. And also right here I screwed this up. I meant to bring the red in below, and I accidentally had the capsule flip the wrong way. But it wasn't really that big of an issue. I still 3-starred the level just fine. I was actually kind of worried, but as you can see, I have plenty of capsules left over. And I believe we have 2 levels left. Yeah. And when, I guess I'll talk about, they showed off the new levels first, and you could see it was a rehash of the carnival levels where all the babies were added. So I knew we were going to get new babies, but I was like, are they going to do baby Bowser? Because he basically looks like Bowser Jr. And then I never really thought about baby Wario at all, because I didn't think that was even a thing. And baby Waluigi is not a thing, for the record. That's probably why he wasn't added. But I guess I should have thought of it, but I legitimately did think that they were going to add a baby. And I was correct about that, I just wasn't sure who. But Baby Wario is kind of scary, and I guess I'll talk about my opinion a bit more on the video with him. But I really need to talk about my strategy for this one. As you saw, I kind of just cleared out all the viruses I could in the middle, and now I'm hitting the electric boxes that are covering the sides. Now you're going to want to go for the shells first, and I don't always do that, but definitely go for the shells, because then they hit the cannons on their own. And you see me a lot of the time going for the cannons themselves, and it's really honestly a bad idea. And also I got rid of some of the crates, which hinders my my reach to some of the shells and cannons. So I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. But it really is just hitting the shells and the cannons. And right now I'm just trying to work my way back up to that shell, because you also have to hit all the blocks as well. They do all have coins in them, and the blocks are only on this far sides there. And I was gonna say it might be good to bring in like Peach, but I don't think she aims for these shells and the cannons. I think she aims for the viruses first. So you'd have to clear all the viruses before you even have the chance of her hitting those sides. So Wendy would probably also be good for this one. But at this point, I'm able to hit that final shell there, and then it hits. I guess it's also a good strategy to go from the bottom and work your way up, because that the cannon hit the shell above that, and I'm guessing it kind of would have had a domino effect going all the way up top. And maybe I should have tried the level again to see if that worked, but I'm able to do it just fine this way. But I would suggest trying it from the bottom up and seeing if it does work out that way, because that would probably make the level go a lot quicker. But now I kind of get lucky with the capsules that they give me with all the yellows and blues. And I get all the coins there, and then I just have to hit this red a few more times. I actually was close to not 3-starring it, I'm pretty sure. But at the last second, I do get a few more capsules. And I think that was enough to give me the 3 stars. Like, I don't know if 4 capsules would have been enough. But I think those 3 extras give me plenty of points to clear it out. And maybe 4 would have been enough. But also I could have gotten lucky with that final extra capsules from Wario. Now this is the first hard level that I have done, where it indicates a hard level. And I actually did have to do this one 2 times. Mostly because I wasn't exactly sure what I should be doing. But the second time I really figured it out. So as you can see, the blue lock on the side is covered up with blue cages. So you're going to have to go all the way down to hit that cannon underneath. So you're going to want to aim for the yellow and red locks as soon as you can, just by using whatever you need. Plus they have the colored boxes, so you could get some lucky colors to get in there. But once you get the yellow one, it really is easy to get down to that blue cannon underneath, because all of the bottom opens up, and then you just work your way down there. Now what I do is there's that red, the red box, the red colored crate next to the blues. And since there's a blue next to the cannon, I do hit it with the blue itself. Like, I use the virus to help me out there. And I don't know if that's the best way to do it. It might not have even saved me any capsules. But you do have to clear out all of the colored crates as well. So I guess it wouldn't have really mattered in the long run. But that's how I did it. And then once you get that shell, you're going to want to do that. Don't even worry about the other side, because that bomb will clear out all of the blues there. So don't waste any capsules on the blues at all, because the bomb in the middle will take care of it. But the rest of the level really does break down to these final few viruses, and then also the remaining blocks with coins in them. And even with Wario, I was really cutting it close with the amount of capsules I had remaining. And a lot of it went down to just not getting the right colors, or not the ones I was looking for at the time. But I did get lucky with that double blue placing up there, because I do eventually need that. And then it is just these 2 remaining viruses down here. And the 4 remaining capsules really was the right amount. And I also got lucky with getting all these blues towards the end and everything. But they really could have ruined the stage for me if they'd given me the wrong colors in any form. If they didn't give me enough reds or blues, I easily could have lost that one. So that one might take a couple of tries. Just try and follow what I did. The kind of flow of what I aimed for first and everything, and then you should be fine. So thank you guys for watching this one. Soon after this, the Dr. Dolphin episode will go up, and the other two are videos as well. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.